So you want to be a DJ. You've got the equipment, you've got the music, and now you're working on your technique. Well, here are 5 tips I think could make you a quality DJ. Tip number 1. The first thing you have to do is decide what type of DJ you are. And by that I don't mean what type of music you play, I mean by, do you consider yourself a radio DJ, are you a club party DJ, or are you a turntablist? Now it's really important to know what you're actually trying to do in a particular environment, as if you're a turntablist and I'm going to a club and you're DJing, I don't want to hear 5 minutes of scratching over every track. That's longer than most tracks. I don't want to hear that is too long. People come to dance, people come to hear the music. Yes, it's important that you get the mixing and the scratching right when you're leading into the next tune, but if the tune is 3 minutes long, I don't want to hear 2 minutes and 40 seconds of and so on and so forth. Likewise, if you have a radio style type of DJing, there's going to be a certain amount of talking that you're used to doing. Now once again, if I'm at a party or a club, I don't want to hear you yapping and going on and making jokes and making comments over the songs. No one's come to hear you talk. So know what type of DJ you are and go forward from there. Tip number 2. DJing is a service. You are not playing for yourself. Now you may be at home preparing your set. In your mind you're thinking, these songs are great, I'm going to take my people on a journey, they're going to love it, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. Then when you actually get to the environment and you start playing, it's a different reality completely. You have to learn to read your audience. If you notice that people aren't dancing or getting into the groove, or even worse, people are leaving, you have to switch up your set. You have to understand what it is you're doing that's not causing the effect that you want. Learn to read your audience. Now, if you're playing at a night where any type of music is allowed, or a lot of genres of music are allowed, you have to deem what is going to get your audience moving. If you're playing at a night and it's predominantly supposed to be a house night, okay, you're playing house music, that doesn't mean automatically everyone's going to be into the house that you're into. So your collection has to have a varied amount of different types of house. You've got your hard house, you've got your funky house, you've got your soulful house, you've got hard bang. Tip number 3. Learn your craft. DJing is an actual art form. First of all, you need to learn to mix. You need to learn to scratch. And when I say scratching, it doesn't necessarily have to be scratching so people can hear it. Very often, you scratch your mixes in. So if a tune is already playing, you go and you drop it in time to that tune. So learning to scratch actually helps you learn to mix. Beyond that, song selection. What songs are actually going to make people want to dance? Or if it's in a bar environment where maybe there is no dancing, what's going to get people nodding their head and tapping their foot? It's not just a case of, oh, I've got the equipment and I've got the music, I just go out and play anything in any order. That's really annoying. Think about what you're going to do. And most of all, think about your audience. Tip number 4. Learn to build your sets. If you're in a DJ lineup and you're the first person playing, then it's kind of cool to start off slow and build to a crescendo. Don't play all your best tunes first, because then you're left with nothing to really get the crowd going. Second of all, if you're not first in the lineup, if you're second and third and the crowd are already into the mood of the night, you can't necessarily come on and play the tunes that you wanted to for the first part of your set. You may not be able to build up as much because the crowd is already in that expectant mode of having something flashy and loud and great already happening. So you may have to start a little way into your set, but it's no biggie. Just look what was played last and carry on from there. Tip number 5, grow an extremely thick skin. Now as a DJ, you're going to have people coming up to you saying, have you got this song? Can you play this? Can I say happy birthday to my best friend because it's their birthday party? All sorts of nonsense, and it's going to irritate you. You just want to mix and, you know, play the music. People will insult you, people will throw things at you, simply because you haven't got the tune that they wanted. For some reason, everybody thinks you have the entire library of music of the world at demand, right where you stand. I know it's stupid, but when people are drunk and on other substances, you're going to get that. So don't take it personally, don't take any nonsense, but you know, you could do what I do, which is stop the music and say, what did you say? but that's a bit confrontational, so I wouldn't advise that. But do what you must so that you go home not feeling dissatisfied with DJing, okay? Because it's obviously something that you like, you've taken it up, you've taken it out into the public. Don't let someone ruin your dream. Grow a thick skin.